This is our 33rd year of promoting and empowering women in our community.
That was T. Johnson from the Women Business Conference. T. Johnson has a heart for Bakersfield as an architect of change. She is passionate about empowering a new generation of leaders through personal and professional development. Her contribution to building community engagement and leadership is the union of her experience as a social activist and community advocate. She is often referred to as the community connector and an advocate for the creation, development, and general economic growth of small to micro minority businesses in Kern County. As the founder and owner of Upside Productions Management and the chair of the Businesswoman Business Conference, she specializes in cultivating relationships focusing on diversity, equality, and inclusion. In today's show, we discuss the Businesswoman Business Conference, Bringing Business Back. Later in the show, we talk about the outline of the conference and what to expect.
Welcome back to the Our 2 Cents podcast, the show where your local professionals sit down with an array of guests to hear their story and impart some wisdom for both business and life-improving skills. This is your place to hear business and community leaders discuss relevant topics that matter to you.
Welcome to today's show. My name is Amanda DiGiacomo. Before we get into today's episode, I'd like to encourage our listeners to follow us on Instagram. It's the best way to stay up to date with new episodes and giveaways. NaTesha, we are happy to have you joining us today. Thank you for being here. I'm super excited to be talking to you about the Businesswoman Business Conference. Also, we normally call her T, so I'm going to be calling her T because that's what the community knows her by. And this woman is outstanding. I get to work with her on a lot of different boards here in town in Bakersfield, and she's just always in the community. She serves at the chair for the Businesswomen Business Conference, and she does a lot of work with the Kern County Community College District. I'm personally excited that I get to interview you because you're a rock star, and we're just going to kind of get into the conference. So the conference is coming up in April.
Yes, it's right around the corner, Amanda.
Yes.
And we are so excited. This is our 33rd year of promoting and empowering women in our community. And so we are super excited that we'll have 1,200 women coming out.
Yeah.
And I say half of Bakersfield is coming out, and just really connecting and touching in terms of really understanding what the power of networking is in our community.
I'm excited. It's completely sold out, by the way. So this year, unfortunately, you guys won't be able to attend, but next year, make sure you are getting the tickets that go on pre-sale December and January, because the event's always in April, because you're going to not want to miss out on this again.
Oh, absolutely. I think, with Bakersfield, we're so traditionally used to being a last minute kind of community. And this time we sold out. So it was very unexpected to sell out. So we're excited about that as well. Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit more about the mission statement of the nonprofit, kind of the internal workings, how the board is, if there's rotation in the board, or, a little bit about background about it.
Yes. At the Bakersfield Women's Business Conference, we support the ROSE program. And so those who are not familiar with the ROSE program, it's a mentorship for young girls, young women. We believe in that generational knowledge and information. It's passing that blessing forward. And so we do this for them so we can continue with the empowerment as well. And it's led by Susan Spears now, but it started back in the late 80s where a group of women organically came together and said, we want to make a difference, and how do we do this? And so this network was formed with the Bakersfield Women's Business Conference and continuously grew to what it is today. So we are at the Mechanics Bank, which is the biggest venue here in Bakersfield. We keep growing. We keep connecting with different women and organizations all over the country. We have women flying in all over the country that will be participating. So we do support the nonprofit. Our impact to Kern County is great because these young girls are coming from all over Bakersfield in the ROSE program, as well as our rural communities, which is often overlooked and neglected. So we're so happy that there's industry leaders and women in the community who want to serve as mentors. And of those who are interested now that are listening and say, hey, how can I be a part of the ROSE program? Definitely go to our website, bakersfieldwomen.org, to learn more about how you could be a mentor for the ROSE program.
That's awesome. Actually, that's a tidbit I didn't even really know. Oh. So that's interesting for me as well. That's pretty cool. I just kind of thought you guys always throw this big conference every year,
No.
and that was based upon that. So this is really awesome. I didn't know that as well.
It's a huge fundraiser for the Rose program, and we support them. And actually, they just came back from Hertz Castle
Oh, that's cool.
last week. And so it's really them connecting with their mentors and learning themselves. It's so important as a young lady transitioning into adulthood to know who you are and experience different things. So we're so excited that they had a fun time, and they will be showing up to the conference as well.
That's awesome. So somebody can get involved by helping in the mentorship, or they can also, is it an application for the board, or what does that look like?
So the application for the board looks different. And so what it is that women in the community who's doing the work often are approached and say, hey, we see you doing the work. You're rolling up the sleeve. Would you be interested in learning a little bit more about the conference? And so we do have applications, and maybe you're not approached. That's okay. You can approach us and say, hey, I'm doing some work, and this is where my interest aligns with your mission mission for the women's conference. How can I connect? And so you do submit an application. The application does go to the board for review. And from that board review, then it is either passed forward in terms of an election process. And then once they pass that, then they're in and they're assigned to a committee to work. They learn about the history. They learn about the orientation of what we're doing and our whole purpose. And it's a work in progress. So as vice chair last year, I started my chair responsibilities last year. So this is 2 years in the making.
Wow,
so
that's awesome.
for me, so you can hear the excitement in my voice that I'm excited that 2 years in the making will come to fruition on the 27th of April. But the ladies, they all work in different committees. We have a media committee. We have facilities keynote, because it is not done by one person.
Yeah.
It is a team endeavor and it's a lot of work. And so it's non-paid positions. So you're doing this because you love what you're doing in the community and you want to impact the women in the community.
And that says a lot of things about your leadership, because I know you're involved in so many things in the community, and you're always attending events. And for this to already have sold out 1,200 people, sold out exhibitors.
Yeah.
The keynote is an amazing keynote person. We'll talk about that in a little bit. It just shows to your leadership and the great team that you're working with.
Thank you. It is a wonderful team, and we have high energy. I'm a goofy person, so we laugh a lot, but you can laugh and get things done at the same time and have fun. People want to not only do the work, they want to be appreciated, and they want to have fun doing the work. And so I love each and one of the ladies, and we have stories after stories after stories, but you'll see the work on the 27th of all the work that's been done. And we meet monthly. So we have our monthly meetings, and then they have their own subcommittee meetings. And as chair, I'm responsible for making sure I'm in attendance of all the meetings.
Yeah.
So making sure that we got things rolling.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I touched upon exhibitors. So that's really, really awesome that you give other businesses the opportunity to have a booth there and to kind of advertise their services, to expose them to other business owners or other people that are attending this event. Can you talk a little bit about that process?
Yes, we have 65 vendors this year, and these are small businesses. These are existing businesses selling services or products, mostly women-owned business, but we didn't exclude any other business that wanted to come in. What we're doing different this year that we've never offered before, because our theme this year is bringing business back, we decided to set aside tables for our new small startups. So, the cost of doing business cost.
Yeah.
And so we made sure that it was something that they would be able to transition into getting a booth easily without breaking the dollars. And so we created a space just for our small businesses as well. So we also have our nonprofit booth. So we have a space for that. We have a nonprofit room. Love the nonprofit room, because you can go in and you see all of the nonprofits together, really saying, this is what we're doing in the community. This is where we need support. And this is how we can also support you as well. And so, of course, we have our media section. Yeah. We've got you guys out there just listening to the people, sharing what you see and your experiences. So we are super excited about that. We have the Author's Corner, which is a little bit different as well, that we're introducing. It's where our our speakers, our workshop speakers, get the opportunity to really highlight their books, their authors as well. And so they can sell their books, share some of their experience as well. So there's a lot going on. We've got a 360 spin booth as one of the vendors, and a cool magazine booth. It's a lot of activities. We even have a business fashion show in the morning, which is while you're registering. We have that as well in the front. That's gonna be fun. So there's a lot going on. So it's going to be pretty tightly packed.
Well, included in all that exhibits, you guys have, celebrity guest speakers, you have breakouts, you have different people discussing different things. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Yes. So we have 12 workshops, and we have session A and session B, and these speakers put in the application. We opened the application pool back in September, and we have a committee that reviews and vets and see how do we connect it to the theme. We always go back on bringing business back, and so our speakers are going to be bringing a lot of knowledge. A good example would be Deanna Lewis. She won Bakersfield Businesswoman of the Year. And so she's going to be highlighting finances and how to really understand what that looks like as being a small business owner. And she owns, and her husband Clint owns the wing stops and everything else in Bakersfield. So you're going to get knowledge firsthand from people who've been there, done that, and are doing it. We also have women that are coming from across the country. We have a psychologist, the Unstuck psychologist. That's her book, Christy Dumas. So we're excited that we have a lot of different workshop presenters. We've got an entrepreneurial panelist from all industry leaders, and including small business development, Women's Business Center, that they're going to be given a lot of knowledge. So even if you're a entrepreneur thinking about it, you're kind of, I don't know where to start. We have in our mezzanine, we have America's Job Center Employer Training Resource that will be doing drop-in career consulting. Wow. So you don't have to have a small business to participate. So there's something, a little bit of something for everybody.
That's awesome. And then the celebrity guest from the Shark Tank. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Oh, my Damon John. He is the global ambassador appointed by the President of the United States of Entrepreneurship. And so Damon John is actually our first keynote male speaker in 33 years. Now, we've had many speakers that are male, but never to hold the position as keynote. So you can imagine a little flack that I got, and why did I choose Damon John, and why did the board support that decision? The theme is bringing business back. We want to have resources for the best, and Damon is the best. He supports small businesses. He supports women-owned and minority-based businesses more than anybody out there. Millions of dollars funded into these businesses, and oftentimes we focus strictly on empowerment, which is great when we talk about a conference. 33 years we've done empowerment and uplifting. It's really now time to shift it a little bit to get an understanding of, in this time frame, who is still dominating. And it's men is dominating in the business world. And I want to know why. What is it that you're doing? What is it that we're not doing? Sometimes it's okay to pick from the other side to say, hey, what's going on? What is your perspective? What's your experience? What do you see that we may not see? And it's diversifying that experience, which is so important. So we plan to get a little bit of knowledge and some gems dropped by Mr. Damon John, and hopefully that we can take back and really utilize in our own organizations and our own workplace as well.
I'm going to be attending, and I cannot wait to hear what he says, because I love Shark Tank. So
I know. And he's one of the nicest ones too. Yeah. I love Shark Tank, and I love he's very inspirational. He started from the bottom. He started with FUBU for us by us clothing line where he was selling, from the trunk of his car. And so to take that into $1 billion industry is amazing.
So let's shift gears just a little bit, and let's talk about like that a single individual, like what are they going to look like on the timeline for the day? When it starts, when, what options they have during the day, and kind of when it ends.
Okay, let me walk you through as an attendee. So when you arrive, parking, we know Bakersfield is downtown. So we say get a park where you can find a park legally. It is going to be crazy in terms of parking, but there's going to be enough parking for everyone. So when you walk up, we have a new registration booth, which is located on the outside, the foyer of the Mechanics Bank. You'll have a fashion show. You'll have some seating out there for those who haven't gotten their tickets. You'll be able to walk up based on your last name and get your registration. Something different this year, your registration now will have a badge with your name on it.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you have your name, and then if you flip over the badge, you'll have your ticket number, your seating number. So everything is now done with seating. You don't have to run and scramble and go, I want the best seat in the house. So you know exactly where you're sitting. Also, you'll have a raffle ticket number as well. So you don't have to carry anything other than your wonderful swag bag. So your swag bag will be stuffed with items that have been given from our exhibitors as well as our sponsors. Valley Strong is our sponsor, our exclusive sponsor. They sponsored pretty much every year. And so they have taken that responsibility of doing the swag bags for our general pot. We call our general admission tickets. And then we have our VIP tickets as well. Tri-Counties has done our VIP bags. And then we have our exhibitor bags for the first time. And that's done by Christina Springstead Solutions. So we're excited. There's different levels of bags, of goodies. You grab your stuff and just enjoy the exhibitor fair. At this point, the doors open at 7:15 and our program launches and it kicks off at 8 o'clock on the dot. And we're so excited. You're going to see an opening. Everything is new this year. I have this creative brain. I'm like, let's try this. Let's do this. And as chair, I actually get to do these things, right? And so we're doing a coffee talk.
Oh, that's awesome.
So coffee talk is where you have an organic conversation, authentic, of a group of women, and they're talking about everything from just being a woman to career advancement, some of the challenges and barriers. And that's hosted by Robin Mangrum of Dignity. And then we have a wonderful panelist. So if you've ever seen Friends, I'm a Friend fanatic. I loved Friends when it came out, and that orange couch they sat on in Central Perk, and they just hashed it out and they had a talk. Sometimes it was tearful, sometimes it was crazy, sometimes it was just fun. So we're going to have that same orange couch, that same coffee talk, Central Perk, sponsored by Access Plus Capital and Quick Signs at the conference. So that's so everything is like new, and I'm excited about it. It's different.
So this sounds like a kind of a lot going on. So how does somebody know like what section A or section B is? There things that they get to choose? Or are you guys choosing that for them?
Yes. So in your program, once you get your swag bag, most people have already selected. It's online. When they were able to select their tickets for purchase, they were able to identify some classes, workshops that they would like to attend. So those who didn't get the opportunity to do that, you just go to your program and you'll see a list of workshops and just get in there and decide where you want to go. And it's okay if you change your mind. Let's say I chose this one and I decided to change my mind. We're going to keep the doors open till the seats fill in each of the classes. So there's a lot to choose from. And if you say, I don't want to do a session A, enjoy the 65 exhibitors. So there's always something to do. It's moving quite fast. And so our program, our maps, we have wonderful volunteers that will be out there with their volunteer shirts to help you and guide you and navigate, because 1,200 women, that's a lot of women. Yeah. That's a lot of stuff happening. So
is it like rotations of the workshops, or like they 20 minutes each and you rotate, or is it like the full length of that time is one workshop, or what is that going on?
So session A, you get an hour. So everyone gets an hour. Then you take a good 20 minutes and then you rotate to the next one. Okay. And then you rotate to the next one. And then you go into the luncheon. The luncheon ceremony starts at 1 o'clock, but the doors open at 12:15 for that. We have VIP pictures with Damon John. So we're excited for those VIP sponsors who will go in and get their group pictures. And then we have a wonderful meal prepared by Dickies, another small business. And so that's something that I was really careful in intentional of doing this year is make sure we are utilizing our small businesses. We often have events and we go to the same big ones, which are fine. They do a phenomenal job, but it doesn't afford an opportunity for the small underdogs. And so Dickies stood out and they said, this is the biggest one we've ever done. And we have no doubt that they're going to pull it off. And their food is amazing if you haven't already had their food, but their food is amazing. The service is great. So we used all small vendors.
That's awesome.
Which is totally different than what you're going to see. So I want people to know that and use them for future events as well.
And also maybe show a little grace, because these are small businesses and might be, not having full staff yet, and but they're trying to give back and they're trying to be a part of this event. So
absolutely.
But yeah, they probably won't knock it out of the park. And I'm super excited that you small business. I mean, most committees that we serve on together are for small businesses and entrepreneurs trying to grow them. So you definitely stick behind, that mission. That's awesome.
You have to. You have to. We have to support one another and help lift one another up.
So the next topic I'd like to discuss is the power pitch.
Power pitch. Oh, so we started Power Pitch not too long ago, a couple of years ago, I would say about 5 years ago. And this is where, when we talk about being a business conference, we have to make sure that we have the component of business. And oftentimes when you see women conferences or business conference, it focuses a lot on empowerment. So this time we have our Power Pitch. What it does is it allows businesses, and I say entrepreneurs to say, I have an idea. I want to pitch the idea, just like Shark Tank. And we have a panel of judges that observes their pitch decks, and a lot of them are in business now. It has been super exciting to watch these businesses. We had over 25 applicants, and then we reduced it down to 10 finalists, and then we reduced it down to 5, and then we will be announcing the top 3 at the conference, and they will be awarded that startup money from $5,000 to $3,000 to $1,000.
That's great. So obviously this year the applications are closed, but for next year, how can somebody apply for this? I tell everybody September is the year.
September is the month that you should be coming to our website, or we'll be sending out emails to alert you on all of the opportunities that are available with the conference.
I think I touched on most of the things. Am I missing something about the conference?
No, I would just say come and have fun and meet someone you've never met before. I always say I've never met a stranger. I really haven't. And I get that all the time from my family. You just talk to anybody and everybody. I love living through other people's experiences as well, and I love meeting different people. So I say break that chain of just being in your own comfort zone or in your own friendship circles, and really meet someone and connect with people that you've never would even imagine, people that look different than you, walk different than you, people who are in different industries, and just you're going to find more similarities than you think. So that's what I would encourage, is just to go have fun and find something new.
Yes. And to add a side note, make sure you're bringing your business cards.
Oh, yeah.
This is a great networking opportunity.
Absolutely. Not only just bring your business cards. I love that. I always tell people, come with a 10-second pitch. And what I mean by pitch is when people go, well, what do you do? I don't know. This is what I want to do. You may not have all the answers, but I would like to, bake cakes, or I would like to use my talents, or I really don't know, but I would like the opportunity to learn more about what's happening around me.
Yeah,
so
that's also a great tip. Okay, so we just have some rapid fire questions that we normally always ask our show. So the first one is, what is a quote you live by?
Just do it. So that's like a Nike quote.
Yeah.
No, seriously. No, the quote that I live by, and everyone knows this because I also teach at Cal State Bakersfield, and they go, Professor, closed mouths don't get fed. Because they're like, I can't make it to class. I go, but we told you, no, closed mouths don't get fed is what I live by, which means if you don't speak it, no one's going to know it.
Right.
We're not mind readers. And oftentimes when you open your mouth and say something, you can get fed by it.
That's awesome. The second question we have here is, what is something nobody knows about you?
Oh gosh, these rapid questions, something I think everybody knows everything about me. Gosh, I don't know. What did I put on that paper?
Oh, I don't have an answer. I just have the question that you'd like me to answer.
I like watching scary movies.
Okay.
But I don't necessarily watch them. They watch me, which is strange. I cover my eyes, but there's a little corner in my peripheral that I allow to see the screen. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I want to see it, but I can't see it.
Yeah.
So that's me.
See, I didn't know that about you. What is the best advice you have ever received?
The best advice that I've ever received is love yourself. Just love yourself for who you are. I do have mentors in my life, older, we call mothers or church mothers. And when you love yourself, you can love other people. And what does that love really look like? It means accepting who you are without trying to conform to what they want you to be. And so that's the best advice is you may not fully understand who you are in your 20s, but trust me, when you get to your 40s and 50s, you're starting to work it out. You're starting to realize what I do like, what I don't like, who I like to be associated with and whom I don't like to be associated with. So but you can't really identify that until you love yourself.
Yes. That's great. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I'm super excited to attend this event. And like I said, it is sold out, but next year you can start getting tickets for it. It's just going to be a great day for everybody. And I hope everybody enjoys their time.
Well, thank you for having me. And it's really weird being on this side, working on with you together on projects and stuff. So I just wanted to say thank you for having me. And thank you for everything that you do in the community as well. You're so humble. And I think I had to get you the other time we had talked. I was like, come on, girl.
Yeah.
You're very quiet. You're very humble. And I wanted to say thank you for everything that you do in the community as well.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I just feel like it's kind of that imposter syndrome almost where it's like, I feel like I could be doing more. I feel like, or I don't need to brag. I don't need to
and it's not bragging. I think we need to accept when people appreciate our presence. We need to recognize when we are doing good because oftentimes people want to tell you when you're doing wrong.
That's true too.
But it's that blameworthy, praiseworthy game. And I say in that blameworthy game, you also have to have a praiseworthy. So you have to say, you know what, I'm doing well. And I'm happy for the work that I'm doing in my community. And so when someone gives you your flowers, Amanda, while you're here and you can smell them, you better sniff that.
Yes, I appreciate that. I appreciate all the support that you have for me. And I mean, and like I said, you're an outstanding, like I think about everything that you do and I'm like, okay, that's where I'm like, I need to do more. I need to do more because you're amazing. You're a rock star.
You're there. Awesome. You're already there.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Well, hello, I'm Amanda with Our 2 Cents Podcast. It's a local podcast here in Bakersfield, California, where we interview leaders in our community and businesses in our community. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us how you're a part of this great event and what's your favorite part?
Well, good morning, and thank you for this opportunity. You know, my name is Janelle Capra. I am Executive Director for ADAKC. That's a local nonprofit that we've been in Kern County for 40 years, and we're an adult day program. Adult day program. We run Monday through Friday, 7 to 5. So that's the day job. The involvement with the Women's Conference goes back 20 plus years. I first attended when I was 23 years old, and I've been involved in some aspect ever since, whether I was here as an attendee, a sponsor, a workshop speaker, or doing PR. Currently, I'm on the board as marketing chair, and so I'm, like you today, all about telling our story and pulling all our media together to do that.
That's so amazing. And what is going to be your favorite part of the day?
You know, what I love most about this conference and what keeps me coming back every single year is the opportunity. It is so empowering to see young women, so from our Rose Mentoring Program, high school students, junior, senior year, with entrepreneurs, with business leaders. And I love the matchmaking aspect of young business too. So sometimes we have those first year businesses that are sitting right next to a vendor that's been in business for years and they can lean on each other. So I love seeing that. The networking is really powerful. The entertainment, education, that comes with it. And, you know, you can't beat the opportunities of the speakers we bring in. So this year is different. It is our first year in 34 years ever bringing in a male keynote. But we, as T. Johnson shared with us, our chairperson, it's all about the best. And Damon John represents the best to bring business back with our theme, especially with his $1 million brands with FUBU and the People's Shark on Shark Tank.
Awesome. Well, thank you so very much.
Hi, so my name is Adriana with Iconium Design. It's a local interior design studio, and we focus from anywhere from remodeling to furnishing or designing a space, whether it's residential or commercial. And what I'm looking most forward to for the Bakersfield Women's Business Conference is meeting all the new vendors, maybe vendors that I haven't known about, businesses, supporting each other, and just encouraging each other to just keep moving forward in our business.
Well, thank you so very much, and best of luck with all your future endeavors.
My name is Todd Jeffries, and I'm the Director of Business Development for Bakersfield Community Healthcare. We offer everything from home health to hospice to an adult day health center, mobile ultrasounds. So we're just here to kind of educate the community about what services we provide, and we know this is a really active women's group, and we're looking forward to meeting people and educating them about the healthcare services we provide.
Thank you so very much. Well, hi, I'm Amanda with Our 2 Cents Podcast, and we're here to get to know you and your business.
Hello, I am glad to be here. My name's Heidi Shubin, and I'm the owner of Sugar Daddy's Women's Boutique.
Awesome. Well, what kind of things do you sell there?
Okay, so we carry Brighton, but we also carry women's apparel and shoes and accessories. We have unique styles, stuff that comes off of the like Broadway and Paris and Canada. We have styles and labels from all around the country.
Amazing. Awesome. Definitely have to check out your store. Where's your location?
5512 Stockdale Highway, in between Home Goods and Party City.
Awesome. And what are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm looking forward to meeting all the new ladies and women here. Unfortunately, I don't, see the conference, but I always hear such great raves about it and meeting new people so I can make them feel pretty and accessorize them.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Okay, Amanda, thank you.
Hi, I'm Artisa May Moten. I am the owner of Awaken Consulting Incorporated, where we service the patient, the clinician, and businesses in mental health. We are a holistic mental health collective.
Awesome. Can you tell me a little bit more about, one of your most popular services?
Well, there's two popular services. One, I'm a trauma-informed therapist, and I do neurofeedback. So for the counseling department, our neurofeedback service is very popular, especially with our kids with ADHD, anxiety, ODD, really struggling. And then for the clinician department, my service is to help clinicians gain hours towards their 3,000 hours that California has us do.
And what are you looking forward to?
I am a Power Pitch finalist, so I'm looking forward to winning.
Yes, that's so awesome. And earlier in the segment, when we had the chair T on there, she was talking a little bit about that Power Pitch. So that's a really amazing opportunity, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Amanda.
Hi, I'm Amanda with Our 2 Cents Podcast, and I'd love to learn a little bit more about your business.
Okay, my name is Stephanie Spotwood. I'm with SNS Creations, and I do custom shirts. And looking for a wonderful event, selling Boss Lady t-shirts and empowering shirts for women focused on their business.
Awesome. Well, thank you so very much, and good luck selling all those t-shirts tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right.
I am the volunteer co-chair, so I'm in charge of all the volunteers. I'm going to be running around just making sure everything's going really smoothly for all of you guys. I also am the CEO for Cazador Consulting Group, staffing agency here in town, and I'm just here to help out and make sure that all the women get all the information they need to.
Awesome. Thank you so very much. Hello, I'm Amanda with Our 2 Cents Podcast. It's a local podcast here in Bakersfield, California that helps nonprofits and businesses and just, keeps you educated on what's going on locally. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell me a little bit more about your nonprofit?
So my name is Julie Juarez Ceja, and I'm the Director of Programs at the Alzheimer's Disease Association of Kern County. We are an adult day program that specializes in caring for those that are on the Alzheimer's journey. So that includes those diagnosed and their families that are taking care of them.
Awesome. If somebody wanted to participate in an event or donate, could you tell me a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So as a nonprofit organization here in Kern County, one of our ways that we keep our doors open and help keep costs at a minimal for our community is by our fundraisers. And so we have a variety of different fundraisers every year. We have one coming up, which is our senior prom, and it's prom like any other, dedicated to our senior clients. It's a way to celebrate our clients, our families, and our community. We welcome everybody to participate. Tickets are $25 for a family, but it's a great way for you to come and interact, find out what ADAKC is all about, to enjoy and have fun, but also give back. All the dollars raised by any of our fundraisers fundraisers stay local and go right back to the families that are on the Alzheimer's journey.
Awesome. And to get those tickets or to just donate, do they go to your website or how does that work?
They can go to our website, and there is a text to give code, which is 366-283. So you can text prom to 366-283 and you'll get all the details on how to donate.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Vonda. I represent the Kern Golden Girls. We're actually a local brokerage. We actually specialize in Medicare. So helping out seniors have the right plans, Medicare Advantage plans, Medigaps, or Part D.
Awesome. So how can the listeners contact you?
Well, our phone number is 661-665-6335, or just search Kern Golden Girls on Facebook or Instagram.
Amazing. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amanda with Our 2 Cents Podcast, and I'd love to learn more about your organization.
Hi, I'm Charity Ricks, and I'm with KC SHRM, which stands for Kern County Society of Human Resource Management. We are the local chapter of the larger SHRM Foundation, and we help all HR and business professionals in the community. We offer a monthly lunch and learn. We also have our own symposium in October. And so we just offer different services to the HR community, help them get involved in community service, and just make a difference in the community.
Awesome. Thank you so very much. And what are you looking forward to for today?
I'm just looking forward to, getting the word out that we exist, right? We're a local nonprofit. We want people to come to our monthly lunch and learns. It's more than just about HR. It's also business and safety professionals that can attend to, or anyone just looking to make a difference in the community.
Awesome. Thank you so very much for your time.
Hi, I'm Johnny from Great Heritage. We're a locally owned and operated marketing agency who specializes in medical and nonprofit. We actually specialize in doing everything from promotional products, apparel, trade show products, basically anything to help promote your business organization. We do here locally in town, and we can help you out with whatever you need.
That's so awesome. And what are you looking forward to for today's event?
Tell you the truth, it's just building these connections, getting to know all these vendors around us and kind of see what everyone else is doing on the market when it comes to promotional products and how they promote themselves.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Hi, Amanda. My name is Cassidy George. I'm with Cypress Avenue Media. We are a social media and marketing company here in Bakersfield. We're also the marketing partner for the Women's Conference. So we help with all of their social media and website, as well as other nonprofits and associations in town. So for anything marketing or digital marketing or print, that's where we come in and help brands tell their story.
Awesome. And what are you looking forward to for today's event?
I am just looking forward to all of the camaraderie between all of women in Bakersfield. I'm also looking forward to Damon John, of course. I think he's going to be amazing, and it's just great. This is a sold-out event, over 1,200 attendees, I believe, and it's just going to be great to have everyone here in person this year.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time. Hi, I'm Amanda with Our 2 Cents Podcast, and I'd love to know more about your organization and your other local podcasts that you have.
Hi, Amanda. Thanks. Yeah, my name's Janice Legel. I'm with the Department of Human Services here in Kern County, and we have a podcast called The Heartbeat of Human Services, and we air it every Monday on all the regular platforms, and we just talk about everything concerning DHS. And so, our next month is everything about foster care, the youth and all the stuff they're doing. So every month it's different, and yeah, listen in.
Awesome. Thank you so very much.
Hi, I'm Kelly Gladden, and what an honor to be here, and it's so nice that Bakersfield is bringing business back. I'm looking forward to seeing a bunch of wonderful women with inspiring messages.
Awesome. Well, thank you so very much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amanda with Our 2 Cents Podcast, and I'd love to learn a little bit more about what you do here in our community.
Hi, good morning. My name is Jasmine Gutierrez. I'm a job development specialist at Bakersfield College. So I assist students with resume, anything that's career related. So if they need, to take an assessment, they don't know what they want to do, just help them pave their way. I'm looking forward to today, just, some of the workshops and just getting to meet a few people from the community. So
awesome. Thank you so much.
This show has been brought to you by the Law Office of Kyle Jones, Troy Burton with the Lynn Company, CPA John Duffield, Scott Hansen Real Estate Lender, broker and investor, Dave Plivlich, President and CEO of the Marcom Group and MarcomBranding.com, and Amanda DiGiacomo, president of Atlas Financial Solutions. You've been listening to the Our 2 Cents podcast. Check out the show notes for links and more information about the show. Also visit our website at our2centspodcast.com or catch us on Instagram at Our 2 Cents Podcasts. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe and share with others.